party people, welcome back. This is an addendum to part 2 of my video of chainsawing in the backyard. Some video I had taken that day I wanted to share with you. This is a collection of clips that was me sawing up that huge log that was in the backyard and trying to get that one massive slab out of it that you saw at the end of part 2 there. So you see me working through that, and there's a couple of things I wanted to point out as the video progressed. I had a little funny little photo bomb, and I had another problem with when I was chainsawing. I ran into a nail, and I'll talk about that here in a second. So the first part, that photo bomb, so that's my next door neighbor Mike, and you'll see him here in a second. See, he also has a bunch of logs in his backyard. He's been doing some chainsawing, as he had 2 trees taken down, and I only had the one. And he's been out there doing some chainsawing also, and he was coming back up, I think, to check on me. You see him right there. He just kind of pops in and pops out. Of course, I had my back to him, and the chainsaw was going, so I didn't even notice he had stopped by. I did, however, notice it when I was reviewing the video, and I thought it was pretty funny, so I included it as a little portion of the video right here. The next thing, working on this big slab. As you can see, I'm doing pretty well. The blade was pretty sharp at this point, and chewing through that big section right there and spitting out some pretty good shavings. Unfortunately, though, I'm running into a section here that had a bunch of nails into it. I had 3 in the front and 3 in the back, and they basically did a number on my chainsaw. I didn't realize it at the time. I somehow convinced myself that the chain was okay, that the missing teeth were somehow a part of the design. I slowed down the video right here to see if I could capture that moment of impact. So right about here, you can kind of see the chainsaw just kind of buck. I have a side-by-side here comparison on the screen here in a second of the chainsaw with the good sections, so you can see the teeth are still intact, and then a section where I had 3 of the teeth have just been sheared off. You can kind of see me here in a second, looking through the sawdust and picking out pieces of metal and just trying to go like, what in the world just happened? That ended up slowing me down a whole bunch, and you'll see the wear and tear it took on me. And I was trying to just shift around to different cutting positions because I was, just having so much more difficulty getting through the wood, and just so much harder to cut through. Of course, at that time, I didn't know what was happening, and I somehow convinced myself that the chain was okay. But yeah, it took a lot longer at that point to get through that. One thing I'll say about safety here is that, I was always being really conscious and aware of where the chain was and kind of what the kickback risk was. It looks like, there's a couple precarious positions, but I always try to have a good handle on the chainsaw and making sure that chain brake was going to be active if it did get a kickback, or if the chain was deep enough inside the log that it wouldn't actually kick back out of the log and hit me. Alright, I think I'm going to end the video there. Just a quick little update. Addendum to part 2. Hope you all enjoyed that. See you next time. Just a reminder, this world is made of love and peace.